Hey friends, I'm Lorraine from the Diabetic Voice. Have you ever stopped to think about what's really in the food we eat every day? It's easy to grab a quick snack or a ready-made meal without thinking twice. But today, I want to share something that stopped me in my tracks, something truly eye-opening that could change the way we look at our plates. A new and alarming report from the CDC has brought to light a shocking statistic. Americans now get more than half of their calories from ultra-processed foods. Yes, you heard that right. More than 55%. That's not a typo. Think about that for a moment. More than half of the energy our bodies use to function, think, and live comes from these highly modified sources. And what's even more concerning is that the numbers are even higher for our children and teenagers, setting a dangerous precedent for their future. The study, conducted by the CDC between August 2021 and August 2023, is one of the most comprehensive looks at our recent eating habits. They found that, on average, 55% of calories in the American diet came from ultra-processed foods. For children and adolescents aged 1 to 18, that number jumps to a staggering 62%, almost two-thirds of their diet. Adults aren't far behind, at 53%. And while there weren't big differences between men and women, the report highlighted an important social gap. Lower-income adults ate significantly more ultra-processed foods than those with higher incomes. This isn't a matter of choice, but often of necessity. The convenience, low cost, and long shelf life of these products make them an attractive option, especially in areas where access to fresh, affordable food is limited, what are known as food deserts. So, what exactly are these ultra-processed foods? The term might sound technical, but the idea is simple. They are industrial products that have gone through multiple processes. Think of them as formulations of ingredients, many of which you wouldn't find in a home kitchen. They are high in salt, added sugar, unhealthy fats, and contain additives like colorings, flavorings, and preservatives designed to make them hyper-palatable and long-lasting. What they lack is as important as what they have. They are often low in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and lack the beneficial components of whole foods. To make it clearer, scientists use a system called NOVA to classify foods based on their level of processing. Ultra-processed foods are the highest category. Some of the main sources the study identified included pre-made sandwiches and burgers, sweet bakery products like cookies, cakes, and donuts, most breakfast cereals, salty snacks like potato chips, and of course, sugary drinks. For young people, frozen or fast food pizza was a big culprit. For adults, things like industrial breads, rolls, and tortillas, which often contain preservatives and dough conditioners, were significant contributors. Here's why this is so concerning, especially for our community. These foods are designed to be irresistible, but that momentary pleasure comes at a long-term cost. They are strongly linked to an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, certain types of cancer, and other chronic health conditions. Why? Because their nutritional structure is unbalanced. The high sugar and refined carbohydrate content causes blood sugar spikes, forcing our pancreas to work overtime. The lack of fiber means we don't feel full, leading us to overeat. Plus, additives and processing can alter our gut microbiome, the good bacteria in our gut, leading to chronic inflammation, an underlying cause of many diseases. And for our children who consume almost two-thirds of their calories this way, the consequences are even more serious. This not only sets the stage for a lifetime of health problems, including prediabetes and type 2 diabetes at an increasingly earlier age, it's also shaping their palates. When children get used to the intense artificial flavors of ultra-processed foods, natural foods like fruits and vegetables can seem bland in comparison. We are creating a generation that may struggle to enjoy real nutritious food. I know all this sounds overwhelming, but here's the powerful part. The good news? It's not about perfection, but about progress. We don't have to banish these foods completely from our lives. It's about being aware and making smarter swaps, one step at a time. We can adopt the 80-20th rule. 80% of the time we focus on whole, minimally processed foods, and 20% we leave room for flexibility. Here are some practical ideas to get started. First, read the labels. If the ingredient list is long and full of names you can't pronounce, that's a red flag. Look for hidden added sugars. Then, let's make some simple swaps. Change sugary drinks for sparkling water with a splash of lemon or herbal teas. I really enjoy Zevia, which is sweetened with stevia, a plant-based sweetener that doesn't affect blood sugar. For that sweet craving, instead of cookies or cakes, try a bowl of berries with a little whipped cream or Greek yogurt. Swap potato chips for a handful of nuts, seeds, or homemade popcorn. And instead of buying pre-made sandwiches or pizzas, try making them at home. Use sourdough bread or whole wheat tortillas. Load up on lean proteins like chicken or turkey, and pile on all the veggies you can. The taste is much better and you have total control. Believe me, small changes like these add up. They can really reduce your risk of diabetes, help you manage your glucose levels better, and make you feel amazing. I'm living proof of this. When I was diagnosed, my diet was full of processed convenience. By making these exact changes, by choosing real foods over factory formulations, I lowered my A1C from a dangerous 13.1 to a healthy 5.8. I've also lost over 70 pounds in the process. It wasn't overnight, but every small decision empowered me. What's one small change you can make this week? Share it in the comments. Let's inspire each other. And if you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs a healthy boost, and subscribe to the Diabetic Voice for more tips and support. Every conscious choice is a step towards success. Until next time, take care. One healthy choice at a time.